telling anybody anything. There was no letters sent out to the adjacent property owners of concern. We got it from a Shenandoah resident that, hey, you guys know they're doing this? I'm like, no, we don't. So we had a presentation at our town hall at the Woodlands, and you know, we basically said nobody wants to have this overpass. So they came back with, hey, let's do an underpass. Really? In a low water table area that floods all the time, let's go
Great
under?
idea.
I mean, it was like, you know, an extra 15 or 16 million dollars to do an underpass, but they were still pushing for an underpass. And then this year, we got, you know, there was a press release after we shot down everything. Hey, we're gonna work with the mayor of Shenandoah, we're gonna work with, you know, the chairman of the Woodlands, we're gonna work collaboratively and come up with a strategy that resolves issues here. They didn't. They went off and did their own thing, and then they called us up and said, hey, it's all done, come to my precinct office and let me share with you our plans. Guess what? It's an overpass.
Okay.
So.
The other question I had is, there's a lot of talk about the reserve funds of roughly
Lord.
$100 million.
Yep.
So I think I already know the answer here, but I just wanted to be clear. If we don't incorporate, it's not that that fund disappears or whatever, it's given back, it is reserved for the township for whenever we need economic help or
Correct.
whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
that's correct.
Okay.
So, I mean, yes, there is about $105 million in reserves. We have about 30 million that's in an operating reserve account. We have about 40 million that's in a capital replacement reserve account. And what that money is used for is it pays for pathway repairs, remodeling major parks, buying that ladder truck that nobody else has, remodeling our fire stations, all the community assets that we all, you know, appreciate.
AstroTurf sports fields.
Yeah, the turf fields on all the different, you know, sports fields. That's what that money's for. So I have such a high level of confidence in that our ability to sustain the quality of life and even improve it because we have that funded. So we don't have to go into debt to.
No, and that's what I thought it was for.
Yeah.
But everybody.
I know,
there's a lot of
look,
argument
I
about
saw,
it.
we.
So you answered my question, I appreciate it. The one thing I would comment on, and that's what I wrote for your wife to drill you on, is I think y'all are missing the point in what the, how to approach this vote.
Okay,
And it is about the development, the overpasses and the changes.
right.
They have done a very good job of trying to talk about annexation, as you mentioned, and a lot of smoke and mirrors and frankly BS. But to the point of why do we need it now?
Yeah.
Which seems, why is it to rush, which I don't think it is, because we've been talking about it for a couple of years now.
Just a
It
couple.
is
6 years.
about this development, and if people are more aware of that they're looking to do these overpasses and these extensions of Gosling and Kirkendall, I think that will drive more people to vote for the city.
Yeah.
And that's the other issue is, and they keep trying to hide that.
Yeah, they took
By
the.
having the city, we have the votes. It's 120 people that vote, not the county or all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But I just make that suggestion.
Yeah, and what they did very cleverly is they took the Gosling extension off the thoroughfare plan and Branch Crossing off the thoroughfare plan like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Because so when we made it a ballot initiative, they tried to eliminate the things that people would respond to. But the fact is, they can put them right back on or do them without them being on the ballot.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying, it's
Yeah.
not, it's unknown to me, I mean, that's my biggest concern, because, not that I knew the plans, but just, I was speaking with Janelle earlier, you know, when I moved here in 2006, I couldn't see the businesses that were off the research.
That's right.
You turned on 45, you couldn't see them, and now, it's not 1960, but I can see all the businesses that are back, the restaurants, and they're good businesses. I'm not saying I'm opposed to that, but it is, they're cutting down the trees, or the trees are dying naturally or whatever.
No.
We lost those buffer zones.
Still.
What about Holsworth? They never bring that up anymore. But do people realize that that whole area is clear cut across Harris County to directly connect to Sawmill still?
Yeah, so there's
I
no.
mean, they can put that back on the HGAC plan anytime too.
Yeah, there's not really funding for the sawmill connection.
Oh, okay.
I know
'Cause I know it was on there a couple years ago.
Exxon wants it to connect
Right.
to Springwood Village. There's nobody who has any money or appetite to do it. That doesn't mean it won't happen at some point, but there is that.
Michael did walk out without getting one of his questions answered, because I remember it, because I need the answer for it too, and that's about the mud districts.
Yep.
I'm not clear on what is gonna happen there, or could happen there, what our options are, I'm not clear.
So mud districts, we have three options.